Hello guys, it's Ivan here checking in for day 9. So today I wanted to talk about pickup. Strange topic, but definitely important and crucial for any of you guys who are like super shy and introverted. And I can attest to this, this is bad for someone who's trying to get into business or trying to achieve anything out of life. For one, as far as business goes, you take less risks, which any entrepreneur can attest that is a very important trait for an entrepreneur. You know how to outsource and how to gather information and stuff like this, but if you can't take any bold risks, any bold and calculated risks, you won't get anywhere far in business and also in life. If you cannot get over your esteem issues and just take leaps sometimes every once in a while, trust your instincts and stuff like this, because you're too shy and afraid of due to the uncertainty you have, you will not get so far and you will not enjoy life. You get the end of it and you feel like you want to roll the dice one more time. You could do anything to roll the dice one more time, just so you could do something that you really regret not doing. Anyway, enough of that before we skip ahead of ourselves. I feel like this topic is relevant, not just because of what I just mentioned, but also because it's congruent to who I am. I feel like as far as delivering value goes, I feel like someone is more open as far as delivering value goes if they can relate to what they're saying, basically congruency. So I feel like I'm more authentic if I give you something based off of my experience, if that makes sense. Hope it does. Anywho, so this is something I definitely relate with on a deeper level, because I was super shy and I was a super shy extrovert. So it literally hurt just not being able to talk to anyone, not being able to socialize and make friends and stuff like this. And I really hated it until I said enough was enough and I chose to do something about it. Fast forward a few months. This was about 2 years ago when I started doing this, when I checked out pickup and stuff like this. Fast forward a few months, I checked out some awesome videos, and one of the things I love about pickup is the first lessons you learn in pickup is how to conquer your own fears, how to get over your crippling social anxiety, that beast that affects everyone. Such a ruthless beast. But one of the comforting things is that most of the shy guys don't know is everyone has social anxiety. You'd be surprised to know that even the most social people you know, or the best motivational speakers you know, like Tony Robbins, or I don't know, anyone you know who does social speeches or speaks in front of massive crowds and stuff like this, you'd be surprised that every single time, well, not every time, but maybe about 80% of the time they're going on stage to speak, especially at different venues, they will feel the social anxiety as well. Once I got that into my head, I felt like I gave myself the permission to understand that it's okay to be socially anxious. It's a good thing. Your body's wired like that. It's not so much as a bad thing to be afraid of, but something you just need to work around. So basically just something you need to hack around. You can even use it in your favor in some cases. But yeah, once I learned that, with the help of the pickup community, personally I think, by following their advice and their videos, obviously because I did not pay up or sign up to sort of meet them in person, I had to just see the videos on YouTube and stuff like this and force myself to do the necessary things, like for example get out of my comfort zone and go out there and meet new people every day and socialize and stuff like this, make the best of social situations. So yeah, I had to force myself, and I did, and I'm glad I did right now, because I feel like I'm more confident. I can take risks, and I can just about strike up any a conversation with just about anyone, regardless of the outcome. Whether I want to actually hang out with them later on or I don't, it really doesn't matter. If I think they're interesting or they're fun, I'll just walk up and talk to them. But yeah, the whole reason why I introduced this, because other than being authentic to you guys, I felt like, I don't know if any shy guys can relate to this. When I was shy, at least most in my teen years, I hated it because the mere fact that I couldn't get myself a girlfriend, or I couldn't socialize as much as I wanted to, sort of like affected the other areas of my life, sort of stifled the rest of my. So it was just, instead of moving forward and, you know, having all these awesome life experiences and stuff like this, I feel like it was stifled and folded. Just go to school, and after school go straight home, no going to your friend's house or just hanging out with your friends. It was really lame, and I really hated it so much. That's why I chose to do something about it, and that's why I'm bringing up this topic. I think it's very relevant, and I think it could help most of you shy guys. I mean, every time I feel like you don't have anything to lose, and as someone once said, I don't know who, every time you have nothing to lose, you have more to gain. So however long it might take you to look them up or start seeing these videos, don't just watch them, implement what they're saying, because it's really crucial and important to your personal growth. This relates to personal growth as well, just like I mentioned in a few videos before this one. For anyone who's trying to get into personal development, especially guys, I mean even girls could do this, because I personally am definitely all for gender equality and in a sense I feel like it should not just be guys who approach women they're interested in. I mean, I am all for independent women, and I don't know how some people define independent women, because there's this friend of mine who was just hanging out at KFC, and I was gonna pay for the meal because we were hanging out, and she was like, "No, I'm an independent woman, I can pay for my food." I was like, that doesn't even make sense. The whole point of being an independent woman is knowing that you can do something, but also understanding that you're independent enough to let someone else do it for you. At least that's how I understand it. Letting someone buy you food doesn't mean you don't have money or you're not independent in any way, shape or form. It just doesn't make sense. At least to me, the way I understand independence. It's just knowing that you can do something, but you can also let someone else do it for you. Anyway, so yeah, like I was saying, I feel like you shouldn't just be men. If you're a woman and you're actually into self-help or you're into something, it's awesome. But if you feel like you cannot, you cannot just sit there and wait for life to happen to you and keep waiting for that one guy, your dream man to walk up to you and drop game on you so you guys can go out. Yeah, you can do that if you want, but if you feel like you want to take life by its balls, I had someone once say, it was really hilarious. This girl just said, because they asked her, so do you have guys approach you a lot? And she said, no, I approach guys. And everyone was like, what? You do what? And she was like, I approach guys actually. And they were like, why that? Everyone was like, why? And she just went, yeah, why just sit there and let life happen to you when you can just grab it by the balls and ride it? This was rather hilarious. But anyway, yeah, you can basically just do what this girl's doing. For one, I don't know if women know this, but like this, at least for most intellectual men find this sexy. I mean, no offense to men who don't, obviously, because different people have different tastes. And instead, I don't even know why I said most intellectual men, because that has nothing to do with it. It's just a taste thing. Most people like different things. But like, yeah, I personally find this sexy, a woman who knows what they want and they actually go after it. It's often assumed that women don't know what they want. But I feel like, yeah, if you attain this state of self-confidence where you can just walk up to a guy and be like, yeah, I like you, let's I'm just here to find out about you or something like this, it would be awesome. I have no problem with it. I think it would be really cool. And yeah, any woman who's interested in it, by all means, check it out. And by the way, for women who just so happen to stumble upon this video, I advise you guys to check out Matthew Hasse. I think his name is Matthew Hasse. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, but this guy's brilliant. I've checked out some of his material. For guys, this is for any guys who are listening, this is this guy sort of gives women advice on how to approach relationships and how to develop self-confidence and how to become independent women. So yeah, don't bother. don't bother yourself much about this. Yes, just for women, check this guy out. He'll be worth your time, I promise. And yeah, the last thing I wanted to talk about was, yeah, the whole point, yeah, like I mentioned, so basically summing this video up, the whole point of this pickup is to empower you guys, basically give you that confidence you need to tackle anything you want to achieve in life. Because let's be honest, confident people can just about get away with anything. Well, not necessarily anything, because in life, every rule has an exception, which you have to make your peace with. Just like the fact that life is unfair to everyone, which in a sense makes life fair. So yeah, confidence is definitely important and crucial in anything you do. And I think if you're gonna get into personal development, it's really crucial that you're confident in one way, shape or form, because it really helps you in tackling these different mindsets and how to get yourself into frames that you want to achieve certain things, to make yourself do the necessary things to succeed. Really important, and I urge you guys to check it out. So yeah, that's it for this video. Over and out. See you in the next video.